What's up, everybody? Crazy Eights here with another Transformers review. So we're looking at just Legacy breakdown. So let's take a look at the box and then we'll get into the figure. Wasn't sure which Legacy version this was, so here's the box, the plastic free packaging of breakdown. Here he is in his alt mode, Legacy banner, breakdown, all that good stuff here. You could grab the figure and rip his head off if you wanted to, which we've done several times with different bots. Here is breakdown in robot mode, close up of his headshot. Side box, you got the Legacy artwork from that time. Here's the top, QR code with stats. Here's the product shot in the back. You got breakdown right there in robot mode, alt mode. 15 steps to transform, a bunch of words taking up space. And the boring bottom, which I tore up. If you can see the barcode, great. So this is a re-release that they finally re-released after like a couple of years. I got him on Entertainment Earth. That's where I pre-ordered when they announced it last year, and I got him last week. So that's the box. Let's take a look at the figure. So after a long time waiting, my Menasaur is finally complete with the breakdown that he's meant to have, not the G2 version that I've been using. Now I know this figure is nothing great. The backpack is ugly. Me being a completionist, I just wanted to have the figure. And I finally got him. And I'm really happy that I got him. So, let's get into those details. Nice close up. Red face, blue bucket head, yellow eyes. White and blue going down his body with some grays. Hands and arms, just one big bulky, blocky, very blocky guy. Very blocky. Great molded in details everywhere, even the legs, but no paint to pick it out to accent it. Turning around, here's the back of him. This is where it's all just like, ugh. This is the best I think you could have him look. As far as what they'd have for him, for like, yeah, it's very ugly though. Not clean at all. But yeah, that's robot mode for breakdown. Now he does come with accessories, so let's take a look at those next. Two. One is not really, I don't consider an accessory, but they make it into a weapon for him. So his spoiler for the rear is one thing that you get. And in car mode, I'll show you how it works, but in robot mode, I'll also show it. And I'll show you how I keep it. I don't really use it. And then he comes with a gun. Which is okay. So the two accessories, I'll show you how they work on him. So you have this as a gun and a boomerang. A very, very bad shield. I don't know, but that's the first configuration, and there's one more. The one is you could put it onto a gun like that, which probably looks a lot better than the other way of doing it, but not perfect. I mean, if they maybe give him a port here and you could wear it as a shield that way, it might be a little better, but still just grasping for straws at this point. So what I do with it, and I'll show you what I do. I put it back here, even though it'll mess up his articulation, but once he gets into combined mode, it's not gonna be a problem. Or you could put it off to an angle if you want, like that, but or just put it to the side. Store it away, you don't even need to put it on him, but in case I don't lose it, I had in robot mode, I would have it like this, just for this purpose only. In this review, it's gonna stay like that for right now. But yeah, that's what I do for weapon storage, and this was breakdown in robot mode. Normally I would show all the Decepticons one by one next to him, but they combined into Menasaur. But I did take off my G2 version. So I can add this guy to it. So you can see how they look together. Same exact mold, nothing different, you know, just different colors. I do like the combo of the purple and teal, surprisingly. But of course, this is the classic look, so I'm gonna go with him. But yeah, you can see how they look together. You know, identical in every way, just different repaints. G2 logo and all that crap. Still the same ugly backpack and all that good stuff, but yeah. And the gun doesn't really fit in too tightly. It's very loose in both hands, in both versions. So that's G2 breakdown with G1 breakdown. Just to see how small he is compared to Menasaur. Yeah, so he's up to the knee. So that's some comparisons. Alright, so that was Legacy Breakdown. This was his bot mode. I just wanted to get him to complete my Menasaur. He's the last one I needed. In stores, I couldn't find him at all, and it kind of bugged me out because I had all of them but him. Scalper prices too high, so I never bought him. He was my stand-in for a while until they re-released him. I made the pre-order last year. And I got him last week. I got him, so I'm happy to get it. Nothing to write home about. It's okay, not great. This backpack is ugly. It's not even a Lamborghini. It's a wannabe Lambo, but that's for alt mode. Anyway, next up, transformation. All right, let's get this guy transformed. All right, so very easy transformation, but you did see I did struggle with it. There's two hooks that got to go underneath plastic, so trying to get them under there and keeping the hood together was the biggest problem I had. And the joints are really tight on certain areas, which again isn't a problem, but it can be when it comes to Transformers because you don't want to break anything. Yeah, but the G2 version I had wasn't as bad. I feel like the joints are a lot more, are a better tolerance than this one was, but I did get him transformed. Just so you know, I did have a little issues with the trying to get that pegged underneath it. But that's the transformation video for breakdown. All right, let's take a look at his alt mode, and it's sort of kind of want to be a kit car Lamborghini type thing. Not exactly a Lamborghini because I guess they didn't get the license. Kind of looks like it from back here, but that's about it. White on red, purple Decepticon logo right there. Here is the front, got some blue trim. Nothing really picked out in paint, but got some good details. Here's the side. Well, there we go. Well, as best as I could do. Back is pretty boring, nothing picked out, but it's typical. Here's from the top, and then the bottom. And it's tucked away pretty nicely. Now, rolls pretty well. The good thing, weapon storage. Now there's nothing to do up here, but on the bottom, right there, you got port, plug, and you just put it right there and hide it. That's how you do it. I like that. I hate when it's like plugged up here on the side. Lazy. This is nice. Disappears. All right, let's do some comparisons. So here is with breakdown. G2. See the color difference. Same mold, just different paint. Here is breakdown. I can't really talk. My tongue is all fucked up. So here he is. This guy right here. Finally, here he is. That guy. So you can see how they all look together. All right, that was alt mode for breakdown from Legacy. I'm just glad to have him. I can complete my Menasaur with the color that's intended to be. Long time coming. Finally got him. It's a good car mode. It's not a Lambo like it should be, but it is what it is. I like weapon storage. It's always a plus. That's okay. I'm just glad to have him so I can complete my Menasaur. All right, that's alt mode. So that was my look at Transformers Legacy Breakdown. The last member for my Menasaur to be complete. This guy took forever for me to find and to get. Never saw him in the stores. Pre-ordered him at one time. I was supposed to get it, but they canceled it. It's supposed to be here, like I think February 2025, and it got canceled. I think sometime at the end of last year, they announced Predaking, and they re-released this guy, so I pre-ordered them at that time. I finally got him, and now here he is. My Menasaur is complete. I no longer need to use G2 as my fill-in. I got the original one right here for my Legacy Menasaur. The figure is decent. You know, I like his colors. The alt mode's okay. I'm not a stickler of like, it should be this, it should be that. You know, they couldn't get the license, which, I don't know, they did it with Sideswipe for Earthrise. I couldn't understand why they couldn't get it for this guy, but probably money issues and licensing and whatever. But I'm happy with who I have, and now my Menasaur is complete. Like I said, the figure is okay. This is ugly. Probably the best way to do it, but then the hood sticks out, the windshield sticks out, so it's not the cleanest. I do like alt mode weapon storage. I'm a fan of it hiding away and not being part of the car itself, unless it's like a tank, you know, and the gun's the barrel. That's fine, but when it comes to the cars, I don't like it when they plop the gun like back here, and that's storage. It's hidden away nicely. Oops, knocked over. It's hidden away down here like a breakdown. You don't see it. I like it. Anyway, that was my look at him. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, Crazy Ace is out.